Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mink and this is MinksKinks. Hey y'all, we're back and we're doing another product combo today. I have really enjoyed planning my stash. I did a lot of gels and wash and goes and stuff this summer, and honestly I've just had such a good time playing around with my stash. Y'all know I have a million freaking products, and though a lot of them did not turn out the way that I hoped, I love playing in my products, and today is going to be no different. So today we are doing a wash and go, and I decided to pull two products off my shelf. We are finally starting to get a little bit of a cool breeze, okay, and I'm absolutely here for it. So I wanted to do like a aloe based wash day today, washing styling situation today. So I pulled two products off my shelf that I'm very excited to pair together, and I'm honestly not sure what to think. So I'm gonna go ahead in as my leave-in today with the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight Cream Serum Moisturizer. I did use this once before with the matching mousse from this collection, and I'm excited to separate those two products. I have tried the mousse with something else and I wasn't a huge fan of that. Honestly, I don't think I like the mousse, but I'll give it one more try. I'm trying it on its own, but I am excited to separate this from the mousse and, you know, see what it works like with something else. So I'm going to use this today as my leave-in. It is a cream serum sort of consistency, but this product, it says on the jar that it's made with glycerin and aloe, but aloe falls somewhere on the middle of the list. Y'all know how I feel about that. I realized that when I used this the first time, but we're going to use this as my leave-in today. And then I am doing another wash and go. So the gel that I'm using today is the Just For Me Curl Piece Nourish and Defining Slime Styler. And y'all know I absolutely love the pre-poo from this line, and I actually forgot that I have this gel. This looks exactly the same as the other pre-poo jars, so honestly I thought this was a pre-poo. So I decided to use this one today because I'm pretty sure I'll be like able to use this one up. There's not a lot left in here. It is a clear gel though, so you guys probably won't see, but I'm definitely all the way down here, so I'm projecting that I'll probably finish this one today, which is good because again, we're still trying to use up products. So that is going to be my combo today, and I'm super excited to just see like if the aloe has any sort of effect. But since it's going down in like temperature and it's not as humid and everything, I'm expecting that I'm gonna get a little bit of hold from this combo. So before we go ahead and actually get into applying the products and everything, hey, my name is Mink. I do natural hair, lifestyle, book, and beauty content. So if you're interested in any of those things, of course, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, join our Kinks Crew fam. We absolutely would love to have you. And definitely be sure to leave me a comment down below so that I can personally welcome you here to our Kinks Crew family. So y'all, I did you know, wash and deep condition and everything my hair, and this is what my hair is looking like, y'all. I did have to let my hair dry down a little bit because I, you know, needed to set up, and then I got stuck talking on the phone with my mom, and here we are. So my hair is definitely on the drier side. It's a silicone day. The Carol's Daughter cream serum situation does have silicone, so I just went ahead and decided to use this on my silicone wash day. And when I use silicones and I let my hair dry out, my hair gets absolutely huge rather quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate my hair into my typical 4 sections, and then we're going to go ahead and apply the cream serum moisturizer together. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied the cream serum moisturizer on this section over here. Like I said, it's just been a long time since I have used that product, so I wanted to just like refresh my memory a little bit. So again, we're going ahead and with the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight Cream Serum Moisturizer, and this is one of the newer products from Carol's Daughter. This is from that Wash Day Delight collection. This one, it says that it's made with aloe and glycerin, but it has no parabens, no petroleum, no mineral oils, and no artificial colors. This is 6.8 ounces, and y'all know I have a gripe about that. I feel like products should be 8 ounces minimum, but I also find that I have to use a good bit of this leave-in, which is something that I also remember from my last review with this product. So I'm trying not to go too hard because again, I'm using a gel and I don't want the two to have any sort of issues or affect the hold or anything. It just says, give your hair a hug of moisture with our cream serum moisturizer that helps prevent frizz, detangle, and soften. Blend it with aloe and glycerin. This formula brings together the power of a cream and a serum for intense hydration with easy slip and a lightweight feel. Curls and coils are left healthy looking for up to 24 hours locked in moisture. And the directions, it just says, apply thoroughly to wet, damp, or dry hair, gently working into your hair. Apply more as needed. Do not rinse, and you can use it on wash day or in between wash days. And like I said, there is silicones in this product. So the first couple ingredients, there's water, isopropyl moisturate, I think is how you say it, then dimethicone, then amodimethicone, then some other scientific words, then there's carbomer, perfume. A little bit down towards the middle of the ingredient list, there is cocoa betaine, the glycerin, aloe, but there are two silicones at the top of the list, so that's why I'm using it today. But I'm just going to go ahead and do a section with you guys. Like I said, my hair has dried out quite a bit, so I'm going ahead and just get my hair pretty wet. But from what I've noticed just doing the other side of my head, this is definitely a very, very, very light leave-in. It says it has a lightweight feel, but it says it's going to combine a cream and a serum, and for me, creams are just more moisturizing. It does feel good going on, but I doubt seriously this will be a moisture that lasts all week though. And as you guys can see, it's a very like wet, loosey type of consistency. It does, you can feel the aloe in the product for sure. And like I said, I do have to go in with a good bit of the product, so I'm not afraid to add more if needed, but definitely start with add more water before you go in with more product. So as you guys can see, like I'm able to finger detangle, and my hair, it feels decent. Like it's definitely not a bad feeling by any means, but like I said, you can just tell that it's going to be a lighter weight moisture. So yeah, y'all, this is pretty much the way that I'm just going through and applying this leave-in. It feels pretty good. Like I really don't have any complaints, but it's applying, you know, like a cream serum. Like if you imagine what a cream serum moisturizer would feel like, I think this is what I would imagine. You definitely feel the aloe slipperiness in your hands. It does just glide through your hair, which of course is a good thing, but it's not any sort of crazy moisture, which is okay. So I'm just going through and just applying, and then I am twisting my sections up just to make sure that there's no more, you know, my hair's not tangling up on itself or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue on, but you guys see that it sinks into your hair, into my hair at least, rather immediately, which I always can appreciate. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish applying. I'm gonna come back and show you guys a section up here, and then I will come back and talk to you guys about the gel, how it applies together, and we'll see what this combo turns out like. And I did go and grab a microfiber towel, and obviously today's theme is pink. Okay y'all, so I'm back from applying the leave-in. Child, you probably can't even tell because the product literally, you can't even see it. It sinks literally right in immediately, and the application was pretty quick. I want to say it took me maybe like 20 minutes to get around my entire head and apply the leave-in. But like I said before, this is a leave-in where I find myself having to use a lot, and it doesn't help that this product is less than 7 ounces. So for me, I think I'll only have like one use left of this, but that's okay. It was definitely cool to try, but I'll let you guys know a little bit more as much as I can, because obviously I can't see through this container, but I can feel that there's not a whole lot left in there, and being that I have to use so much for an application, it's given there's only one left. So moving on to our styler, of course, like I said, we're going in with the Just For Me curl piece, nourishing and defining slime styler. Girl, that was a tongue twister. This one is 8 ounces, and again, it is made with olive oil, aloe vera, and coconut water, and it says right on the jar that it is to hold and define. Now I'm going to try and pull it in a little bit so that you guys can see, because honestly y'all, I don't have a whole lot of this gel left, and I am almost positive that I'm going to use the rest of this. And if I do, I will just tap in with one of my wet lines. I'll let y'all know if it's the newer formula or the older formula, depending on how I feel like the gel is holding, but I doubt seriously I'll be able to get through my whole head with this. So I tried to bring it in as much as I could. Hopefully you guys can see based on that glob, there is not a lot left of this gel at all. And if you know, based off of watching my videos this past summer, I used quite a bit of gel, so I don't think I'll finish this. And y'all see that it's moving very, very quickly, so let's go ahead and apply this. I am going to leave it tilted on the side, so I'm able to just scoop as much as possible, and so that the product will just like slide down, so I don't have to fight to get it out. Yeah, if you know, you know. So let's just go ahead and get right into this wash and go. Like I said, I've been doing, I swear, a million wash and goes this past summer, and like I said, I really just enjoy playing around in my stash and just testing what works together and what doesn't. And I figured, since this is such a heavy aloe based product, why not follow it up with a super aloe based leave-in? Why not? So I have this section here, and I'm going to split this in half just to make sure that each strand is coated. Y'all know I have quite a few different textures if you're not new around here, so I try to just get each curl defined, because sometimes it just, you know, some sections hold on to products differently. Sometimes some sections are like rubbing against my clothes and stuff, so I just really want to make sure each piece is saturated in whatever styler I'm using that week. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and saturate my hair with a bit of water, just enough to make sure that the gel is able to lock on, and to make sure that all of my tangles are, you know, out of my hair. And I'm going to have to clip this section up, child, because this towel keeps moving. All right, y'all, so once I feel like my hair is as saturated as I want it to, this is what my curls are looking like. Just this back section, y'all know this back section, for whatever reason, is just kind of loose. Like, I'm not really sure what that's about, but I'm just gonna go ahead and with some of the gel. It's been a while since I've went in with this gel. It's been some time, so this is going to definitely be like a refresher for me, because I didn't go back and rewatch my review. I just didn't have time, so we're just gonna go with it, okay? But it's a clear gel, it's a thicker gel, definitely not as thick as like an Eco or like even like a wet line, honestly. Like, it's just a gel. Like, it feels like your typical clear gel, honestly. Like, I don't have anything that it has the thickness of like the Big Papa, if that makes sense, but it does have slip, and I absolutely love a gel with some slip. Now, you guys can see that this is definitely weighing my hair down. I'm not getting any sort of white balling or anything on my hands, because I did not try this combination before. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more of the gel, and I'm just going to focus this at my roots. My roots are the telltale sign of how a gel is going to last, because my roots are going to puff up usually before anything else. So I am just going ahead and I'm going to do just like a slight shingling where my hair naturally already separates. That's just where I am pulling the curl down, but I also am leaving some clumps just to, you know, have some clumps. I like a good clump every now and again, and I like to separate them once they're old. So that's all I'm doing, y'all, and I'm just going to keep applying. But I really have to say, I really like and can appreciate how well these two products blend together. Like I said, I've gotten quite a few flakes this summer trying different combinations and stuff, so I'm glad to see that this one seems to just be quick, easy, and takes absolutely no thought. And partially I put that on the Serum Moisturizer. Is so lightweight. You guys can see, like, on my hair, it looks like there's virtually nothing. Not this unpopped. You guys can see that there's virtually nothing left on my hair, so I can absolutely appreciate that. All right, y'all, I fear I am back so incredibly soon. I just did one additional section, and y'all, I can always tell how my hair is going to last when I go into a section and come back to the prior section and my hair is already starting to fluff out and get a little bit of frizz, and I'm seeing that already on that first section I did, and I'm only one section ahead of it. So for me, I'm gonna make an assumption this isn't gonna be the like hardest holding gel, which I think I did get decent hold before, but I definitely don't think that this combination is going to be like the hardest holding. But as you guys can see, I'm getting some really nice definition. I'm hoping you guys are able to see that, but I'm getting some nice definition. So I'm just going to keep going, but I wanted to come back and tell y'all because my hair is absolutely starting to puff up, and that's okay. But it's just, you know, let's adjust our expectations, okay? Hey you guys, so I am back, and today is Wednesday. It's like 6 or 7 p.m. but y'all know that I did style my hair on Sunday afternoon. So these are what my results are looking like, and I will say it doesn't look too bad on camera. It actually looks pretty good, like on camera and in person, but unfortunately I did get some flakes. And I will say I tried to stretch my hair a little bit while I was at work today, just like, you know, the banding method. I work from home, so I don't have to worry about, you know, anybody seeing me and telling me I look crazy. I think my hair looks pretty decent, but like the shape is definitely off. You guys know that I have like several different hair patterns, so some curls fall longer and some shrink up a little bit more, and I'm seeing that definitely identified in this wash and go today. But overall I think that it actually looks really good, and I think that once I stretch it with heat, it will hold up well, but also still look pretty good. So you guys can see that my hair, I will say, has a lot of shine, and that's something that I can't say that I see often with hair products. Like, I feel like my hair just looks like hair a lot of the time, but today I absolutely, y'all can see it, the shine is just sitting right on my hair, and there's a ton of definition. But I will say I definitely still feel a crunch in some sections of my hair in some areas, but where there's not crunch, I absolutely can tell there's not crunch and there's not hold there anymore. So sometimes you can do a wash and go and not necessarily get crunch but still have hold, but where I have hold I don't, or where I have crunch I don't necessarily know that I have hold, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, y'all. But it looks pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty decent on both sides. But I don't know if this is coming up on camera, y'all, but I have so many flakes, especially like in the front where I probably applied more product. I've told you guys multiple times that like just the perimeter of my hair, just it doesn't hold on to products in the same way. It's a little bit like of a coarser hair pattern, so it just doesn't hold products the same up there. But overall I think my hair looks okay. Is it my best wash and go? No. Is it my worst wash and go? Also no. So let's go ahead and talk about the products. So of course I went ahead and used the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight Cream Serum Moisturizer, and y'all, I just have to use a lot of this product. I'm realizing as I use it, I would say I have about a third of the product left. When you hold it up in the sun you can kind of see through the bottle, but I'm about here. You know, it's 6.8 ounces, so that about lines up. I've used it twice up until this point. I would say I have one more use. I like the way it went on today. Definitely enjoyed the way it went on. It's definitely, I think it says it's like a light hug of moisture, and I 100% agree with that. It feels really good, but I don't think that it's any like heavy moisture. I don't think that it's really like gonna disturb a whole lot going on, to be honest. Like, mixing it with a gel can be a little bit risky, but like if you had a mousse or cream styler, you can mix this with just about anything, and I doubt seriously it would really alter your effects. My hair felt good. I definitely was able to get some slip. I definitely feel like this is probably where some of the shine came from because it's loaded with aloe. But is it something that I'm going to run and repurchase? No. And then last but not least, I did go ahead and use the Just For Me Curl Piece Nourishing and Defining Slime Styler. And y'all, I just about used this up. I have literally the smallest little splash left, and I don't even know why I saved this, to be honest. I should have just put this on my hair. Like, if I put this on camera, y'all aren't even gonna see it. I do have a couple other gels though that I have just about nothing left, and I'm thinking about doing like a gel using up the stash styling day situation. So if that's something that y'all want to see, definitely let me know. I have this, I have the Do It For The Culture from the Main Choice, I have a Cantu gel, I have the Olaplex gel that I don't like at all. So if you're curious about seeing how many gels I can use up in a wash and go, definitely let me know, because I'm very curious in filming it. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. I think this was a decent combo. I definitely like the idea of using 2 aloe based products, and for the most part, I will say my hair turned out pretty nicely. Like, I definitely think it's going to be something that is going to last for the week. Being that today is Wednesday, I probably will stretch it out in a couple days because I need to film in empties, and usually when I do videos like that, I prefer my hair to be just, you know, a little bit bigger. Like, y'all can see, girl, the tail is always tailing, and I don't know, like, the shape just is not giving sometimes, and that's okay. I'm coming to terms with that. Every wash and go isn't just going to naturally come out the way that I want it to, and I'm not mad at using a little heat to stretch my hair. So I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think down below. I'm definitely curious to know what you guys think. Like, I definitely don't think that it looks bad. There's definitely some frizz in there, but it's like, I think it's a pretty nice balance between frizz and like definition. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Am I gonna run out and repurchase the gel? No, I don't think it's like that special either. But if you have it in your stash, I definitely recommend. And it's definitely something, for me at least, that I experience, that I get a little bit more hold than, like, you know, other gels that I've tried this summer. I've tried quite a few gels this summer, and a lot of them claim hold, and I didn't necessarily get that. But I will say, with this gel, I definitely did. So I'm definitely curious to know what you guys think of this wash and go down below. I definitely, like I said, don't think it's my best, but it's definitely not my worst either. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. But thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.